Hello and very welcome to weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. This is your host Nisha Zargar, and today we have special episode of Quest. The Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed talks in detail about the achievements of the year 2013 and shares the plans for the present year. Dear viewers, in 2011, Professor Talat Ahmed took over as a Vice Chancellor of the University of Kashmir. More than 2.5 years have passed and university as an institution has grown during this time. Professor Talat so far in his duration has put university on a new pedestal. It has come into limelight owing to his efforts. Today, Kashmir University is known for research and academic excellence. Professor Talat has the distinction of being a fellow of all the science academies of India that include Indian National Science Academy, New Delhi, Indian Academy of Sciences, and the National Academy of Sciences. Being a fellow of 3 prestigious science academies of India, Professor Talat put large emphasis on research. The achievements of Professor Talat are many-fold, and in one episode, one cannot show them all. In today's episode of Quest, Professor Talat Ahmed, Vice Chancellor, talks about various issues concerning the university. In an interview with Director EMMRC, Dr. Shahid Rasool, the Vice Chancellor said that the first priority for him was to raise the standard of the research in the university.
From the time I have come, I have been stressing that in addition to teaching, we should stress upon research, because any university is known outside, particularly outside world, is through the publication. If you publish in standard journals which goes all over the world, you will be known all over the world. If you just do excellent in teaching, the students, the output will be the students who will go to some parts of the country or even abroad, but only those people will know about your university who will interact with your students, that they are getting good education. So we have to stress upon both good teaching as well as good research, and good research also to be published in standard journal which has wide circulation, which has lots of impact on the society. And to a large extent, I have been quite successful.
Before Professor Talat took over, the number of students qualifying NET or JRF examinations was low. However, the present Vice Chancellor emphasized the importance of qualifying these examinations that resulted large number of students successfully passing these examinations.
Before I came, it used to be not more than 30-40 students who were qualifying into NET and JRF. Now it is 800. So it is a quantum jump, which indicates that the message has gone, the students are knowing that what is the advantage, and at the same time they know that they may have much better future if they do research in addition to their own regular studies. And similarly, it can be also seen with respect to the extramural funding that we are getting. So earlier we used to have very little, okay. Now it is about 3 to 4 times jump in the extramural funding. We have funds coming from major funding agencies like DST, DBT, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Ministry of Environment, UGC. So all these things are coming, and this is again a measure to show that the university is going in the right direction.
While university is expanding in terms of intake capacity and new courses being introduced, Vice Chancellor talked about augmentation of infrastructure to meet the requirements of students.
We have also got lots of buildings where infrastructure facilities have developed in terms of classrooms, because We have developed buildings for education department, for example, where we have classes for as big as 200 students can sit. And these rooms are also being used to impart training for students who are taking competitive exam. So that is another front on which we are putting all our stress, is to see that the students of this university and of this valley in particular, they get facilities to be trained, to be employable. Okay. For that, we are running courses, through different agencies to train our students for clearing IAS or IPS, UPSC exams, Kashmir Public Service Commission exams. In addition to that, we are also running some of the courses to help the students who have just completed their school and they want to clear say IIT exams, for example, JEE, and similarly for the master's level JAM exams. So all these things are being developed in the university.
Professor Talat said that university is trying to give placements to the students, for which many steps have already been initiated.
We are a very, very active partner with the UDAN program of the Government of India, Ministry of Home, where public sector and also private sector giants are coming to the university and to our colleges and employing students, taking them for training in different parts of the country, because our aim is, in addition to teaching, to also make our students to get somewhere placed. Only then the economy of the state will improve, and also unemployment problem to a large extent can be solved. So in that front also, earlier I think through campus placement, maximum 20-50 students used to get. This year it is more than 1500 to 1800 students who have been employed or who have been trained under this different scheme of the Government of India, in particular the UDAN program.
His focus on getting projects and publishing papers in quality journals is being hailed as one of the major achievements.
Similarly, we have also got lots of major projects. For example, we have developed a consortium where we are studying climate change and Himalayan glaciers, for example. We have joined a team from Jawaharlal Nehru University and Jammu University, Sikkim University, Delhi University, and we got a 18.5 crore project to study the Himalayan glaciers, and I am very happy to say that we are the leaders in this, and we are developing huge infrastructure facilities to keep the ice core in Kashmir, and also develop related facilities of analysis where researchers from within the country and abroad can come and use our facility, take the samples if they want to do some more specific studies. So lots of facilities are being developed. We are also buying some high-end instruments through the help of FIST of DST, and that will be placed in our university instrumentation center. Already there are instruments from before, now more and more equipments are coming. So there are lots of actually development in terms of infrastructure.
The Vice Chancellor talked about how he constantly strived to turn satellite campuses into full-fledged campuses and shared the progress on that front.
We have started new courses in both north and south. That includes English language study in the north campus, and also IMBA course has started. Similarly, many courses have started in the South campus as well. Now, our aim is to see that the 3 satellite campuses from Leh, Kargil and Kupara, they become operational from this academic year. In Ladakh, we are going to have a School of Earth Sciences. We are going to have tourism studies, and third is English, for example.
Professor Talat during the interview said that university is developing a full-fledged engineering college at the Zukura campus.
For the Zakura campus, we got help from the UGC and also from the state government. We are developing now facilities to develop engineering college in Zakura campus. We already have some branches of engineering. We want to have more developed full-fledged engineering college of the university, because in the valley we have just one engineering college which is affiliated to us, and one is the NIT. Now, the university should have engineering college, because we realize that there are lots of scope and requirement in the valley where university should have their share of the students. So, we have approached the UGC, we have approached MHRD, and also we have approached the state government to help us to start this.
He said university is also contemplating to have its own medical college in South Kashmir.
We are also contemplating to have a medical college of our own in Anantnag. We have a we have a hospital where we are trying to have some sort of arrangement to start a medical college of the university there. So, that is another thing. We need lots of support. We have been talking to people who are ready to help us. So, we are very hopeful that these things, and then many new courses may be starting. But what I want is to first consolidate on what we already have, rather than just starting many new courses, and then make sure that all the vacant positions, see, I have tried to fill everything, but still whatever is left we are trying to fill, so that the ad hocism is gone. So, if somebody is in full permanent job, he will put all 100% of his mind for teaching rather than daily looking for jobs. Okay? So, these are some of the priorities that I have in mind.
Professor Talat said that he is trying to bring in Nobel laureates to university so that Kashmir University comes into limelight at global level.
The thing is, we did a special convocation where we gave honorary causa to Professor Govardhan Mehta. He is one of the top scientists of the country. Very few people are actually fellow of the Royal Society. He is one of them. And then this year we want to honor another very famous person along with our own students in the regular convocation that we plan to have in 2014. So, what happens is, when, say for example, President of India comes, okay, the university gets definitely get recognition. Similarly, the Chief Justice came, the Vice President came, Rahul Gandhi came. Okay, so all these things has brought, as I said, that Rahul Gandhi came. He came with 7 business tycoon, and then now you can see yourself that how many companies are coming to the university. We had difficulty actually to accommodate everybody to for campus recruitment. Okay, so these advantages will be there definitely when these big names, famous people will come to the university. I am trying to bring even some Nobel laureates. That is my aim in 2014, and we are working upon it, that in some, for some big occasion we should also have a now some Nobel laureates. Already we had top scientists of the country came here in the form of Indian National Science Academy annual meeting that we did here in Srinagar. And I am planning to have similar meetings for the Indian Academy of Science, Bangalore also being done here. I have also asked my Department of History to have Indian History Congress here, which is again very big event that we should try to have in the university.
Recently, Professor Talat was conferred with first Dr. S.M. Naqvi Gold Medal for his research work. Despite such an onerous work of administration, he manages time for research.
I should keep doing some research. And then, of course, at present my job is Vice Chancellorship. Vice Chancellorship takes lots of time, but I also find time for myself in the evenings, on the weekends. And then I have been very successful as a researcher also. Even after coming here, I think now 3 students have submitted their PhD thesis with me in Delhi University. 3 students have joined me as a PhD scholars in Kashmir University, for example, from the time I have come. I have got a project with Indo-Australian strategic research funding. Okay, only group that was funded this year was ours in the country in terms of earth sciences, for the earth sciences. Biological sciences, there were people from others, but earth sciences only University of Kashmir got, okay, with University of Sydney and Australian National University. We have been also trying to have collaboration with University of Helsinki, which we have started. Now we are actually looking for EU funding to have a collaboration between the University of Kashmir, University of Helsinki and University of Sao Paulo in Brazil. And there are many things which are common, so we want to study and use each other's facility. So in addition to the advantages that will go to the teachers, the advantages are also going to be for the students.
Vice Chancellor said that on information communication technology front, EMMRC is doing a wonderful job. They are disseminating knowledge through ICT to far-flung areas, which is the need of the hour.
Document that we have prepared from the university side for RUSA, Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, okay, that is a Government of India scheme to support the universities and colleges. So in that we have given a big stress to ICT, because if we have to compare ourselves with other parts of the country and also with the world, we have to develop lots of colleges, lots of infrastructure. It is not possible in a very short period to reach to different parts of the valley, to different parts of Jammu and Kashmir state by developing more and more colleges. What we can do is, if we do develop the ICT, okay, in the existing facility, lots of students can, lakhs and lakhs of students can be taken care of by simple one program that we do in Srinagar and sent to all these. So I have lots of expectation from this program, and definitely our EMMRC has been doing very well. It is one of the best center in the country. So we are very hopeful that under this RUSA program we will be reaching to many areas which has never been touched upon through this ICT. So that is going to be a very big thing in the state in future.
Dear viewers, these were some excerpts from the interview. To watch the complete interview, log on to our website emmrckashmir.com. With this, we end today's program. Send us your suggestions at our email address quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are few words of wisdom. No one is born fully formed. It is through self-experience in the world that we become what we are. That was all for today. See you in next episode. Till then, take good care of yourself. Khuda Hafiz.